Mapunta na tayo sa pinakamainit na pinag-uusapan ngayon, hindi lamang siguro sa Pilipinas, kundi maging sa ating mga kababayan na mga OFWs, yung usapin ng charter change. So this was drafted and passed 1987 pa. So do you think sa ngayon it's about time really na magkaroon tayo ng pagbabago sa ating konstitusyon, Professor Froilan, sir? Sir. Oo.
Well, definitely, no. I totally believe, no, and I think this has been long overdue, no. Matagal na dapat itong ginawa, matagal na dapat nangyari itong mga pagbabago na to dahil talagang may mga provision po sa ating saligang batas na talagang nagpapahina doon sa mekanismo ng ating pag-unlad, no. Yung economic agility and economic self-sufficiency aspect natin medyo na nawawala po talaga or natatabunan because of some economic provisions in the Constitution that I believe should be changed. And there are many other loopholes and some imperfections sa ating kasalukuyang saligang batas na kinakailangan po talagang mabago, no? At para makasabay tayo sa makabagong panahon at sa mundo na umiiral ngayon, lalo-lalo na we are in the ebb and flow ika nga, no, of massive globalization.
Well, gaya niyo nga sinabi niyo, long overdue, it's about time. As far as I remember, ang dami ng past presidents na nag-attempt like FBR, Arroyo, even Erap, I think, and the rest of the past presidents recently. Pero bakit kaya nabibigo o bakit parang turned off yung majority dati? Siguro, I don't know if ngayon nagbago na yung landscape ng ating mga kababayan na bakit ayaw nila. Kumbaga ano yung parang negative kumbaga perception nila na pumapasok sa kanilang isipan pag pinag-usapan kasi yung charter change, Professor Froilan?
Well, hindi po natin maialis, meron talagang stigma, no, pagdating sa usapin ng charter change dahil ang umiiral na kaisipan maaari po itong magamit, no, lalong-lalo na doon sa pagpapalawig ng termino ng mga kasalukuyang nakaupo, no. Hindi natin ito maialis dahil in the past, in our history, nangyari na naman po talaga ito, no. Maalala natin yung 1973 Constitution which was ratified, no, by the 1973 Convention, nagpalawig naman talaga doon sa termino ng pangulo natin ng mga panahon na yon. So there was already this stigma, no, and I think side by side with this is the difficulty of changing the Constitution, especially our Constitution is a hard and rigid one. And medyo mahirap ito talagang gawin dahil unang-una magastos, pangalawa masyadong masalimuot yung proseso, pangatlo maaari talaga siya maging divisive, pang-apat siguro tinitingnan natin dito yung iba't ibang hamon na kinakaharap ng ating bansa, ng ating lipunan, kung kaya't na isa sa isang tabi ilagi yung usapin tungkol sa pagbabago ng saligang batas because we're being overwhelmed, no, by so many problems and so many difficulties and challenges to the point that at the end of every administration, though there were already the talks about charter change, ang nangyayari, nawawala rin siya or kumbaga it dies a natural death because nalulubog din yung ating liderato, no, o yung ating mga nakaupo sa napakaraming suliranin na kinakailangang kaharapin na kumbaga parang it takes much of their time as well. And like I said, it's a very long and painstaking process. It's not an easy thing to do, to change the Constitution. And I think these are some of the reasons why in the many times that we tried this, we actually failed.